What is going on with this Doctor Who guy? Before this guy came back, when they announced he was returning to this show, I saw fans going crazy saying, oh, this guy is the GOAT, made some great Doctor Who stuff in the past, and he comes back, and now he keeps saying fans are going to be upset because we're using this show to push the message. Like he's been watching Critical Drinkers videos, but not in a good way. No good inspiration from those. Instead, he seems to want to actively antagonize the fan base. Now, I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I don't watch this show. I'm just fascinated by what's going on here because this guy is outright telling fans, get ready because I'm going to give you a giant middle finger. New Doctor Who episodes will upset diehard fans, says Russell T. Davis. How many of those diehard fans are left? That Jodie Whittaker run gave a lot of them a run for their money. A lot of them just took off. The ratings have gone down consistently for Doctor Who. Who is left to piss off? It's all about bringing in this new audience that he even admits to in this article, and it never works out. It never works out. I don't quite get it. It's been weird seeing what's been going on with this holiday special stuff that they've had with David Tennant coming back, who is supposedly one of the best doctors. A lot of people seem to love this guy, and they brought him back just to shit on him. It's just strange. This is why Hollywood, even though this isn't made in Hollywood, but it's still entertainment, is losing thousands of jobs. They're down 17%, which is a lot when you consider just how, I know it seems like it's huge, but really the Hollywood studios job circuit isn't that big. So losing 17% of their workforce is pretty significant. We're going to go over that next, but I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because I'm just blown away by it. Like, you haven't even shown anything yet. Maybe people will like this new stuff, but you just come out saying it's going to piss you off. It's just an awful sales pitch. This is the Star Wars sales pitch. It's like a method, the Star Wars method. Let's call it that. You know, how to divide and destroy your fan base. But hey, they are funded by Disney now somewhat. At least that's what Nerdrotic was saying, I believe. Said that Disney is funding a lot of this new Doctor Who shit. And then look what happens. This is the Disney effect. Disney comes in. All right, first thing I need you to do, shit on the fans. Russell T. Davis says that the new Doctor Who episodes will upset diehard fans of the science fiction franchise. The Welsh screenwriter and television producer, 60, discussed the new release, which will be the centerpiece of the BBC's Christmas Day lineup. Speaking to Radio Times about the special episode, he said the show is taking a sly step towards fantasy, which will annoy people to whom it's a hard science fiction show. Episode 2 next year is wildly fantasy, completely making up scenarios on screen that we've never been able to show before. So, you know, kind of sly, but the first part up there definitely speaks for itself. Oh, you were used to this? Get ready. We're going to go down a new path. Just the wording here is awful. And going by what I've seen from that episode that everyone was talking about, where you had the women dunking on the Doctor for being a man, this is probably going to be a gigantic shit show. But down here is what I thought was interesting. Davis said the casting was obvious after the audition blasted him off the face of the earth, adding that he had auditioned women and non-binary people for the role. Every new Doctor should have a chance for brand new viewers to step on board, and I think that this one will bring in a new audience. Okay, well, it's what's a really talented move is if you can bring in a new audience while keeping the overall fan base you have happy, which he doesn't seem to be doing. I don't know what's going on, but maybe this was all part of the agreement to get Disney in. Meanwhile, Hollywood jobs down nearly 20% this year, and not just because of the strikes. Everything is shrinking. It's got less money, quality over quantity, which I doubt. But the money's starting to dry up. That's what's going on. Money's drying up. You can only make so much shit for the message before you start losing money. Despite the now resolved writers and actors strike shutting down Hollywood production for several months, the loss of tens of thousands of Tinseltown jobs this year actually is part of a larger economic contraction. A just-released study claims, and those gigs might not be coming back. Entertainment industry employment in Los Angeles this year peaked in April when 142,000 workers were employed by the industry, says Otis College of Art and Design's The Day After Tomorrow study produced by Westwood Economics and Planning Associates. As of October, there were 24,000 fewer workers employed by the industry than were in April. The California-centric report states of the 17% drop. So they rounded up for the title, put 20% basically, is what it looks like to me. But this is pretty bad for Tinseltown. Look how much they lost for the strikes. I mean, this is not a good report. There's apparently going to be a second study. Set to be the first of two studies on the entertainment biz, the report released Thursday estimates that the greater Los Angeles entertainment industry workers lost roughly $1.4 billion in wages between April and September of 2023, or roughly 0.5% of the industry's annual economic activity. During the strikes, which ended in late September and late last month, respectively, the California economy overall took a $6.5 billion hit. Damn, that's a lot of money lost. Nationally, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 45,000 jobs were lost from when the 12,000-strong Scribes Guild hit the picket lines in early May, followed by the 160,000-strong Actors Guild in mid-July to mid-October. So, not a lot of good news for old Tinseltown here. I wonder what they're going to do. I don't think next year is going to be a good year either. I think you're going to see a lot of these movies that have been coming out kind of have the same box office you've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. Slow, struggling numbers. They really need to go over to Japan and see what they're doing, how they make a beautiful movie like Godzilla Minus One for $15 million and try to cancel that. The land of bloat. That's what Hollywood is. They need to figure out how to make things cheap. That's what they need to do. Not every movie is going to pull in Oppenheimer and Barbie money. Sorry. This is not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen while you keep making all of this bullshit either. Cheap garbage. How does it look so cheap with such a high budget? It's crazy, like She-Hulk. Look at how bad the CGI is in that. And that thing cost $25 million an episode. 2 Godzillas. Well, almost 2. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, throw a like up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.